Rob, welcome to Access Garage. Today is day one with our 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and what we're going to do today is try to tackle the wheels. I know my wife wants me to get the XM radio installed and the aux port installed in the radio, but we're still waiting for parts to come in. So today we're going to tackle the wheels, and what we're going to do with the wheels is we're going to give it a real good scrub and clean. I got a Scotch-Brite pad. I have a couple brushes, some good heavy-duty degreasing solvent, a commercially available wheel cleaner I'm going to use, and even a brass, wire brush. We're going to try to get them as clean as possible to see what we're dealing with, to decide what we're going to do with these wheels, whether we're just going to trash them and look for a set of wheels used, or buy a new set of wheels for it. The tires are brand new, so I really just like to leave them the way they are. Or there was an option that was recommended to us, was to try one of the different Plasti Dip wheel kits from dipyourcar.com, and they got a lot of choices, a lot of different colors, a lot of different grays, and I think a gray would probably work the best in this, either a silverish or a grayish. I don't know about just their Restore aluminum. They have an aluminum Plasti Dip that's supposed to make it look like factory aluminum wheels. A lot of ifs, but the first step is to get them really super clean, see what you're dealing with. If you're going to put any kind of coating on them, you got to clean them anyway, so that's what we're going to do today. All right, the best product I have found to use for doing really bad wheels and tires is this right here. It's Meguiar's Hot Rims Wheel and Tire Cleaner, and not in the aerosol, only in the squirt bottle. The aerosol one stinks, but in this squirt bottle, I found this to be really good. It is a little pricey, and you do go through a lot of it, but if you have really bad aluminum wheels that are really dirty, they have brake dust that's just stuck on them, these will get them clean. They might not be great underneath anymore, but it'll get them clean. But we're going to start out with this disaster using engine degreaser. And dry, we're going to spray the engine degreaser over the sides of the tires, and we're going to get the wheels really good and coated. And we're going to let it sit for a couple minutes. Let it sit for about 2 or 3 minutes. Once the foam starts to shrink and sag, where you see the foam starts evaporating a little bit, take a stiff brush, and I start on the tire. Give the tire a good brush and get right in there in the bead area. I mean, this is a spot where they've had wheel weights over the years from different sets of tires, and under the wheel weight, it just corrodes the aluminum. There are no wheel weights on the outside of the tires now. I don't know if this last set they balanced them using the inside only stick-on weights. So you don't see any wheel weights on the outside, or they never balanced them, but I've driven it on the highway. There's no shake or anything. They're not out of balance. So pretty much what I'll do with this engine degreaser is I'll just get in there as best as I can with this stiff brush, just to see where I'm starting at. Once we rinse this off, you'll see. It'll make a big difference, and it'll show you where the really bad spots are. So before any of this dries, you want to do is take the hose and rinse all this off. All right, so now you got a decent starting point. You can see all this pitting. No matter how clean we get these wheels, this pitting's not going to come out. But we're going to give it a shot. So in a bucket, I have some dishwashing soap and degreaser. Just a commercially made degreaser. And I'm going to take the regular gong brush that I use to clean wheels, and I'm going to try to get in all the grooves as best as I can. in alongside the lug nuts. All right, then give that a rinse. And you can see the aluminum that's in good shape actually came out pretty clean already. It's just this pitting, no matter what we do, is not going to come clean. That's why I had the brass brush to try to get in there and get some of that out, but that's not really, that's not dirty, that's just pitting. Brass brushes, this brass toothbrush here is good for like the spots where the wheel is not damaged or doesn't have pitting. You can see like right around the valve stem, there was a spot there, and it comes right off with the brass brush, and the brass brush doesn't screw up the aluminum wheel. Not that it really matters on this one. So any stubborn stain, right, go in with the brass brush and try to get any stubborn stains out. All right, and then I'll take my wheel cleaner and give it a shot, see what happens. I also use this wheel cleaner on the sides of the tires, and you'll see why. You'll watch it turn brown. It really does. Tires get really dirty, and you don't realize it. You can see the color changing, right? Then I'll let that sit. Things that aren't coming out with the degreaser, when I use that wire brush, what I'll do is I'll use a little Simple Green too. That's a good chemical for cleaning little spots with the wire brush in the wheel. Let this sit. 2 or 3 minutes is all you really need. And then I take my my soft gong brush with the broken handle. My wife actually broke that handle. With my soapy degreaser solvent in the bucket, and give it a good wipe. So you're going to get in everything. And hose it there. You can see it's clean, it's better, it's real nice here, you know, but all around here it's all eaten up. You could feel it, just corrosion over the years. So we're going to have to look into some kind of coating we could put over them to make them look better. At least they'll be clean, they'll look better, they'll definitely look better clean. They're real clean.